How's everybody doing? I'm back here once again to do another video, and in this video I'm going to be showing off all of my horror movie collectibles. Now I know that I've done several videos showing off my collectibles before, but I've never really gone in depth and shown my collectibles in really great detail. So I thought I'd do this video, just to show, go more in depth and, show, all my collectibles. Also, if there's anybody that's new to my channel, maybe they've just subscribed and they haven't seen any of my my collectible videos, they can see this video and see what I've got. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started because this video will probably be pretty long because, like I said, I want to go more in depth, and I have all these to show off as well as some stuff in my closet because this is just stuff that I don't have a lot of room for. But I'm going to go ahead and get started with this top shelf right here, and the first thing I'm going to show off is the three biggest things. And these are my Chucky, Tiffany, and Glenn dolls. Now, I've actually had these for a really long time. I got the Chucky doll first, and I really loved them. I'm a big fan of the Child's Play movies, as you guys know. And once I got these, I was really excited. So I'm going to go ahead and just go through each of them individually. The first one I'm going to show off is the Chucky doll. I got to move these over. Now, as you guys can see, he is made out to look like, he did in Bride of Chucky, this was actually when this doll came out. I think it was 1999, and at that point, I had not seen Bride of Chucky. I think I only saw maybe the first two at that point, so I didn't really know why he looked like that. But once I saw Bride of Chucky, I really did enjoy it. But as you guys can see, his face is made out like that, and his staples are actually they're out, and you can actually feel them if you run your fingers across. Really great detail, like I said. The top of his head is the way he was in the movie, so there's some of his hair is missing, and there's a cut above his head. But I'm going to go ahead and just pan down a little bit. As you can see, his clothes are ripped up and torn. Move that right there. It says "Good Guy Dolls." Like I said, really greatly detailed all the way down to his feet. The only thing I have an issue with is that there's nothing on the bottom of his shoes. And if you guys know, if you've seen the Child's Play movies, at the bottom of his shoes there's stuff, at the bottom. There's pictures of the cowboy hats and the hammers embedded into his shoes, in the movie. But in this one, they're both just plain red. There's nothing at the bottom of them. So that's my only complaint with this doll. Other than that, I absolutely love this. I've had him for such a long time. And he's had a bit of abuse, as you can see right here. His hand actually fell off. He broke, but yeah, he's really good. I really love him. Now the next thing I'll show, which not much is for this, but this is the Glenn/Glinda doll, whatever you want to call it. I got this right when Seed of Chucky came out. And he, there's nothing much to him. He looks the same as he did in the movie, as you can see. I know a lot of people, they don't like Seeded Chucky, but I personally like it. I don't consider it like an actual Child's Play movie. Same thing with Bride of Chucky. I consider it as more horror comedies, but I still enjoy them for what they are. I know they're not great movies at all, but they're decent. And now the last one is, of course, the Tiffany doll, and this was the most expensive one. My mom got her for me, I think, around Christmas, and she was in the multiple $100 range. And like I said, she, take a look at her. She's pretty accurate for the movie. You can see all the great detail of her dress right there. Goes all the way down to her shoes, and, really good detail, like I said. And even on her jacket, it's really greatly detailed. You can see that. I think that the main reason why she was so expensive was because she actually comes with a stand. And she actually talks, and she says different lines from the movie, throughout the, different lines from the movie. And her face is also made out of glass, whereas Chucky and Glenn are made out of plastic. But yeah, like I said, really greatly detailed. She's kind of messed up right now because she's actually fallen down a few times, but other than that, really good. Also, she actually, I don't know if I can get it around right now, but on her neck, around her neck, is the necklace that says Chucky. I can't get it. It's behind her now. she's stuck, but she does have the necklace that says Chucky on it, which I really like. I think it's really cool. There's that. So there are those three right there. And right here, I'll just show this off. It's kind of a funny thing. It's my Chucky mask. It's really cool. I think it's alright. I don't think it's really accurate, but you know, it didn't cost me a lot, so I got it. Now over here we have one of my favorite children movies, or one of my favorite childhood films, and it's little stuffed Gizmo from Gremlins. I just got this just for fun. It didn't cost me, I don't think it cost me anything. You know, just a little fun thing. As you can see, his eyes, they move. They're not moving right now, but you know, if you can move them around with your finger. So, yeah, there he is. Really like him. Now over here, these are some smaller, you know, statues right here. I'll start off with this. The first one is the Tall Man from Phantasm, one of my favorite horror films of all time. As you can see, very greatly detailed. The only problem is his hand broke off. I'm gonna have to glue that back on eventually, but like I said, really greatly detailed all the way down. He does come with the ball, which I think is over in my closet, but he does have the ball that he can put in his hand. And then right here is just one of his little dwarf characters, which again, very greatly detailed. Now over here is a really cool set from Friday the 13th Part 2, and it's a shot of when Mrs. Voorhees' head is, you know, up on the thing at the very end of the film. And it's up on the table with all the candles, as you guys can see. I know it's kind of dark, and I apologize, but there's that, and then you can see her clothes are there. And it's basically just, you know, Jason's shrine to his mother. There's some, you know, some dead, like a dead skeleton there. And greatly detailed all the way around. It's really hard to get this on camera, but these are all very, very greatly detailed. I love these little figures. And then over here is actually Jason with, you know, the elephant mask on and the pickaxe. And he's also very greatly detailed. So that's set in the stands. The only thing is, I really don't like these type of stands. I'm going to go ahead and say this now. These stands, some of the figures stand good on them, and some of them don't. You know, if you buy figures like this and they can't stand up, then it's really a pain. Like her right here. This is Mrs. Voorhees from, of course, the original Friday the 13th. She is very greatly detailed. You know, and there's her knife and goes all the way down. So yeah, really, really nice. You know, if anybody's a fan of just the first two films and are, you know, it's really, really a nice set. Definitely recommend it. She's not going to stand all the way. And then right here, this is one of my favorite figures, and it's Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis standing in front of the steps in front of the house. Just really, really cool. Of course, there's Michael there standing, and Dr. Loomis. You know, I've seen videos like online of people, like they took the figures and they made like stop motion films with them, which is really cool. There's Michael, his mask is really greatly detailed. Of course, and so is Dr. Loomis. You know, and you open this up and you can see, you know, his shirt and tie under his coat. Really cool. And then if you look right there, there's a little pumpkin right there, and if you click on it, then it lights up. I'll try to get a good shot of it. Yeah, there it is. As you can see the difference when I click down on it, but there it is without light, and there it is with light. So that's really, really cool, and goes all the way up. So yeah, another one of my favorite figures. Now over here, these are my Hellraiser figurines, and I'm going to try and show this. I know there's a bit of a glare, but I'll start off right here with Pinhead, and as you can see, he's holding a miniature version of the box. But all these are very, very highly detailed on each of them. And for Pinhead and the Hellraiser figurines, I cannot talk today. they have so much stuff on them. You know, as you can see that it's, you know, just, it must be really difficult to make these, but, you know, I love these things because, you know, things like this, there's so much stuff that they can put on there, and, you know, it's just cool to just stand around and just look at them, you know. There he is. Then there's a few of them that fell, but they can't really stand right, but here's Shatter. I'll try to, there we go. All the way down, and then his back. Really, really great right there. And then there's him, got two heads stuck together. And it even has like the little thing in the middle of it, which I really like. This is made out of rubber, actually. As you can see, they're really stuck together. Hellraiser is one of the best horror franchises. Well, at least the first four are. I'm not a big fan of all of them, but, you know, the first four. I love his back right here. You can see the spine is like connected now, which is really neat. And here's the dog from Bloodline. Greatly detailed all the way around. Of course, he has the spiked collars too. And then his face is greatly detailed. I love it. You can even see, you know, the silver in it. It's really, really cool. Then here's a CD. There's the CDs in his head and his mask. You know, the camera's not picking up how good he looks because it's, you know, it's kind of dark right now. And then here she is. And as you can see, her throat is open and there's blood coming out of her neck. Really, really great. Really, really greatly detailed. She's one of my favorite ones, and she's holding a hook. And her back, of course, she split open down the back. And then the last one is the guy that shoots, I can't remember his name, but shoots fire. This guy actually has two heads. One of them, his mouth is closed, and the other one, his mouth is open. And you can put the flame in his mouth. And again, really, really greatly detailed. All the way down. So there are my miniature Hellraiser figurines. And over here I'm going to show off the top three things that are right here. The first one is this small little Chucky figure, which is really, really great. I love that impression of him just screaming. And like I said, really, really great detailed. You know, it says good guys right there, and it says all the way down. And see, if you can tell, this one, you really can't tell on the camera right now. Not picking it up, but it says good guys right there, and then you can see the indents where it has like stuff on his feet. Like I said, you know, and then he has the knife from part one. This is one thing I really like about this figure. It's actually a model from the first Child's Play movie, you know, which is probably my second or third favorite movie of horror movie of all time, and it's also the first, you know, the first horror movie that I saw. So I really, really like this figure. It's really, really good. You know, for being one of my favorite movies, of course. And then here's, you know, the good guy's box that he comes with. On the top says he wants you for a best friend. Collect all the good guy accessories. You know, and then feet prints all the way around, good guys. And there's different ones, like there's a cowboy and construction worker, and you know, and it even says right there, batteries included, which if you've seen the movie, then you know what that means in it. That scene when he first comes to life. Let him share your secrets. Like I said, this is so awesomely detailed. And then the last thing he comes with, he also comes with a hammer, but I'm not sure where it is, but it also comes with a baseball bat, which is really, really cool. And I'm not sure where the hammer is, unfortunately. Well, there he is. And now right here I have this miniature Freddie figure, which I've shown off numerous times. It looks really cool, you know, with the hat and everything. The only thing is, all of his knives broke off his hand, which really sucks. But you know, he's got blood splattered all over him, and even on his legs and everything. This was one of the first figurines I got, or this was the first Freddie figure that I got, so he's pretty old now. His hat, even his hat has blood on it. And in his back. Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street is one of my favorite horror movies. You know, he didn't come with a stand or anything. As you can see, there's just blood like all over his, you know, pant legs and stuff. Like I said, he's in great condition except for, you know, his knives got broke off. And then the last thing, this was the first figurine that I bought. And the thing is, I didn't know what movie this was from. I just liked the way that it looked. But it's Blade from the Puppet Master movies. I really don't see a lot of people have these. Well, I mean, I do, but they're usually like really expensive now. But this was, I can't remember when I got this, but I got this at Spencer's Gifts, and as you can see, it's really great detail with tons of blood on him. And even this entire, you know, half of his body is covered in blood, even down to his knife. You know, which is really, really awesome. And like I said, I didn't know who he was when I bought him, and then when I found out who he was, I checked it out, and he's definitely my favorite, you know, my favorite puppet from the Puppet Master series. Blade is awesome. The only thing is, you know, like I said about the Freddy figure, if how his knives broke off, he used to have a hook right there, and it broke off. Back when I was younger, you know, I had accidents with my collectibles and they ended up getting broken. So some of these are not complete. You know, I'm way more careful with them now, but, you know, I wasn't as careful with him, and now his hook's gone. I know that I can probably put it back on, but I kind of lost it. But other than that, he's still in really, really great detail. He's one of my favorite figurines. I've had him forever. I actually think he was the first collectible that I ever bought. You know, which is funny because I had no idea what Puppet Master was. You know, I was like, oh, that guy's got a knife. That looks cool. I'll get it. You know, he's covered in blood, so, you know. But that is it for the first shelf right here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off so it's really not that long. I'm already on the 20-minute mark, but part 2, I'm going to show off all my top figurines, all of my really, really big figures. You know, my 18-inch figures and some more Halloween stuff. Then I'll move on to this shelf right here, and then the last little bits of stuff will be in here. But anyway, guys, thanks to everyone for watching this video. I'll definitely be doing part 2 right after this and getting it uploaded tonight. So yeah, and I'll try to get as much detail as I can out of each of these. So definitely let me know what you guys think about my collectibles. And, you know, let me know if you guys have any of your own collectibles. I'd love to see them. You know, leave me a comment, or, you know, send me a video response if you want down below. But, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, everyone. And I'll see you guys later.